Paul, how good a victory is that?
It's an excellent victory. It's always a pleasure to come to Leeds, first and foremost. Obviously, it's a wonderful stadium, great fans, big club, and so it's always a challenge. I thought in the first half we was very, very disciplined with the ball, and our defensive appetite was fantastic. I thought we got some real tough calls. And you start to wonder sometimes when you're at bigger clubs with a lot of crowd noise, is it going to influence proceedings? And I thought it did. And so in that, with that in mind, I thought our team needed discipline, resilience, fortitude, and a real spirit about them that never gave in. And I thought we fully deserved our win.
Do you think that you've evolved as a team? Everyone talks about this brand of attacking rugby and all that. There's no doubt there is that, but it seems like there's more discipline, more control, defensive resolve, everything like that just seems to be there now. And that seems to be the key to performance tonight. Is that something that is new about this team this year?
Well, we've got a little bit of new personnel in there. We've had, obviously, last year was our first year in charge of the club. Myself, Kurt. Chris is on board now, so we were a new team last year as well. So I think everybody, forgets that. So that's really important, and so that's part of our progression as a group, including staff. And so and additions like, in particular, Ollie Parkinson make a difference. He comes with it, and our recruitment there is somebody who's got a good appetite to defend, and it's contagious. So we work hard. And that's probably the difference, because we've got a lot of players sat on the sidelines as well, and so to be getting the wins that we've got, whilst we'll keep our feet on the floor, I think we deserve the right to enjoy today. It was hard fought, really disciplined, and like I say, it probably was a little bit of Salford evolving or progressing, call it what you will.
I think you're 4 points on top after tonight. What's achievable for this group, do you think?
Well, I'll keep that to myself, Matt. We pause for effect and then tell you nothing. We just want to keep enjoying playing with each other's. With each other's, Jesus. I've got me there. I've gone there. Done myself. Yeah. I would just enjoy playing, and we want to keep improving, we want to keep working and evolving, as you put it. And so, obviously, if we can keep recruiting, and as a club we can keep moving forward, and we can grow on and off the field, then that we can achieve anything, because it's sport, and that's what sport's all about, isn't it? It's we like to think that we're the underdog in most cases, so it's tough. But we've got a willingness to work. We've got a really good group of players, and we've got a really good bunch of staff as well. So we again, I think you asked me this last year, and I always said under promise, over deliver, and we'll stick with that.
A lot of the talk's been, if you lose a spine man, how will they go on? You didn't have Ryan Browley for a pretty decent chunk of that game. How pleased were you with how the spine, after a bit of a rejig?
Well, we do practice chaos, and people know each other's position, each other's roles. Losing any of our spine and losing Ryan today is a massive blow to us, because they're such good players and so important to us. However, whilst you might lose a little bit because of the quality of that player that's nailed on in that position, then the one who steps up, does a good job. And so we lose a little bit, but it doesn't come crashing down. Like I said before, we're well versed, well practiced. We've repped it many times with different people in different positions. So we'll get through it, is our mentality. We're not a bunch that really sits and sulks too much.
I take it Ryan failed the HIA.
No, he passed his HIA. He got I think it was a scratch to his eye. So similar to what happened, I think, a couple of seasons ago when he was playing for Lee here, actually. So that's quite a concern.
Because he was out wild with that one.
About 5 weeks, I think. Yeah. So we'll have to have that checked, obviously, but it's not looking too good, if I'm being honest.